unbroken. Only us Earthlings have access to it where we make the islands on Earth. That's how the fantasists see our future surrender. But until recently, these islands were small and narrow, both for work and for life. When you were created, you became a face. But by taking that step, we knew what the next one would be. The salute stations are 7. We've exhausted the possibility of orbital complexes. 10 years in space. Too small for the kind of work we're going to do in space. What should we do? More and more stations? Or seek another way? What's behind the horizon? Our studio's model shop is also being prepared for new space launches. Because this technology will go into space and become unaffordable film cameras. The cosmonaut is back at the border, wherever there's no road to choose, to increase the size of the station. If even 10 times the size of the station is increased, tomorrow's needs will exceed the possibilities. What's the solution? That's it. 5 docking knots instead of 2. The size of the station remained the same, but its compartments are completely free of scientific, experimental, and technological equipment. Almost all scientific research experiments in the near future, space production also took place outside the station. Special modules, for which there are 4 additional docking nodes. Every module can be designed for what, and the combinations can be endless. No, it doesn't have to be this way. That all the modules together can dock the astronauts and put them on free flight. And the station with the crew will become the control center in orbit. Tens of thousands of Earth images were taken by the crew of Salyut Station 6 and 7. Are many discoveries, answers. The questions we asked were given these shots, but they raised more new questions, as were space exploration, for which the gaming equipment was brought to the station, but then broke up with it to make room for other equipment. In a very different way, these problems are being addressed at the new base station. All devices of the same function may be placed in a separate module. Here's a module for astrophysicists, for example. Any telescope of radio, gamma, optical, everything has room. The module may have its own orientation, power supply, and communication channels. The Space Factory, too. The modules are not comparable to what was at the Salad Station, although they are the ones that have come to us in the experiments at the crystal core and solar plants to understand how to produce unique materials that are virtually inaccessible to Earth and space in a weightless manner. We have already come close to the possibility of industrial production in the orbit of semiconductors and in excess of magnetic materials. We are about to deploy biotechnology. Waiting for a space greenhouse, where the laboratory of cultural plants in space proved to be very difficult. It is necessary, for in the future, to enrich the diet of astronauts and to provide them with partial oxygen of geophysical fashion. You can put any technology in here, pointed at the stars, at the ground, at the atmosphere. One of those modules, it's capable of replacing dozens of ground expedition complexes. It will provide precise search addresses for geologists, select ocean routes, logic and fishing vessels, and help to distribute agricultural resources better. Each module is a specialized observatory laboratory. Together, the flexible is easily restructured and the complex is transformed. Peace. By the very name of the station, we have declared what it was designed for. That's why we sent him to space. Not much time has passed from this start. And here he is, the first crew of the new station. They were going to do a huge thing. A wealth of experience in establishing orbital stations has been gained in terms of new technology and accumulation, and the crew itself has greatly increased this experience. Yeah, 6 months of work at the Salad Station, everybody. The cosmonauts were now to be the first testers of the new station systems, assessing, for example, the capacity of the onboard computer complex with displays and living conditions. This is the first time that small individual cabins have appeared on this station, and it's really home. That there's a lot more to system management than ever, and she's taken on automatics. And on the land of work, there's more dancing. The crew spoke to the corpse over the road. It's the first time a receipt's been marked. It's an opportunity that's on the table. One could be said to be a 24-hour connection to the orbital complex. Two stations are orbiting, and the time has come for the crew to be the first to embark on a coastal voyage between the two spaceports. One day, flights from one space station to another will become routine. Leonid Kissim and Vladimir Soloviev carried out such a flight for the first time to Yes. And now we can tell how many wires there will survive. From here, they went to work in outer space. And here's the station fence again. For the first time in space, a construction firm was installed and the first single guys were built, as the experts called it. A whole program of action behind that word. The first spaceport we went into space. And here's another confirmation of that. There will be their ship and goodbye from Salet Station. The MIR station isn't planning to fly here anymore. I finally took the shift. She's waiting for new crews, and they're getting ready to meet her. The Prostova Control Center is ready.